Hey everybody, welcome to our little recap of the mole. Nicole was threatening Paul's life last time we checked in with the mole.
Yeah, she was all, I'm gonna kill you when you sleep and I know how to cover up the DNA and stuff like
First,
what?
I'm gonna cut off your arms, and then I'm gonna cut off your head, and then I'm gonna...
It was weird, and it was kind of...
And she's a doctor. Come on, I wouldn't go to her.
She's crazy.
Well, we find out that Mark, Clay, and Bobby are in a coalition.
Did the producers, like, tell them to call an alliance a coalition, or do they just do that?
No, they told them to do that, because I'm pretty sure they've been doing that before. So, Nicole said, I'm just funning with him. I don't really mean I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't get in trouble, unless she did and we just didn't see it.
Well, maybe they told her, hey, you better knock off the death talk. It's not cool.
Yeah, so it was time for the first mission.
And it's all about trust.
So they broke up into two teams, one trust blindly team and the other can't trust team.
Right. So they whip out this cover off a luge and they say, we're going to take one from each side and make teams of two.
Yeah. The can't trust team, half of the team, will be controlling the speed of the luge.
But they will be blindfolded.
Yeah.
And will have to take instruction from the trust blindly part of the team. But as they're going down the luge course, there's going to be pictures of fruit or frutas.
So the trust blindly people have to yell out the fruits, and then the can't trust people have to remember them.
And there's
in order.
No talking after you cross the finish line.
Yeah, and then...
This is so... Why do they make these so complicated?
After you cross the finish line, you have to run back up to that little mini market they had set up.
Right.
And put the fruit in order.
Right. So, each piece of fruit that you get in the right order is $2,000 in the pot.
So the potential earnings from this mission were $70,000.
It could be, but it never is. So, up first was Clay and Bobby. They were okay.
5 out of 7, $10,000 bucks.
But they talked after the finish line. So, Paul and Allie, they went down, and they did their 5 out of 7 also. Then Craig and Victoria, 7 out of 7, but they talked after the finish line.
Yep.
Then Mark and Kristen, they also got 7 out of 7.
But they actually earned their $14,000.
Then Alex and Nicole. Well, Nicole's a total F-nut, so because of her, they only got 1 out of 7.
She said apple twice.
It threw off everything.
He put 2 apples, and everything else after was wrong.
Well, John Kelly is up on his job. He's like, all right, Bobby, Craig, Clay, and Victoria, you're all disqualified because you spoke after the finish line. So yours don't count.
If they didn't talk after the finish line, they would have earned $50,000.
That's right.
But instead, it was like $26,000.
Yeah, so that's a total of $89,000 so far. Pretty pitiful, as Anne would say, from The Weakest Link.
Yeah.
Sunday best time, kids. We're going to arrange a little spa day for y'all.
I don't know.
It's time for a little pool, a little hot tub, a little massage.
Everyone is getting a massage. That's kind of fishy.
So get naked. Just put on your robe. We won't take your clothes. Really, we won't.
Yeah, okay. So they took all the clothes, and they were like, all right.
Except for the shoes and the guys' underwear. John Kelly kept the girls' underwear.
Ew.
That's right, he did.
You're right, they probably weren't wearing any.
I think John Kelly was wearing their underwear.
Oh.
So it's time for the next mission.
Split up into 2 teams of 2 and 2 teams of 3.
I have a restaurant reservation at 6:30. If you can meet me there with your clothes on, or someone's clothes on, you'll get $5,000.
Obviously, go to a restaurant, dress code.
That's
right. You gotta
right.
look nice. You can't go in there in a robe.
No, the men need button-down shirts and ties and slacks, and the women need either slacks and skirts and shirts, and that's it.
Like 2-piece shirt and bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've got to go and solicit people to give you their clothes off their back.
And you had to take off the robes.
That's right.
You can only wear your underwear in the street.
And shoes.
Yeah.
So, since the ladies didn't have any underwear, they gave them these really fashionable mole outfits. And I don't mean a mole costume. I mean underwear with a picture of a fingerprint on the ass.
Yeah, so I think it was Kristen and Victoria who were wearing these like hooker boots and...
What was with that?
Of course.
I'm so sorry. Bad. So Clay and Mark right away are like, I'm not doing this.
It was weird though.
I want my dignity.
When they were waiting to go, Mark like ripped off his robe first. Like, I'm ready for this.
And then he's like, I'm not doing it.
It was weird.
So Alex and Paul, they're walking around, and Alex speaks Spanish. And since they're in Chile, that's a big plus because that's the official language of that country.
Yeah, they got some shirts from, I think it was like cab drivers pretty quick.
Right. Then Nicole, Bobby, and Craig, they, stumbled upon a store and they got some clothes for Nicole from there.
Nicole and stuff.
Right. Then Paul met a New Yorker.
And the guy was like, all right, I'll take you back to my hostel and get some pants for you.
Because I was going to throw them out anyway.
Yeah.
So then the girls got some tops from some schoolboys or something. I don't know. Did the schoolboys even give them anything when they ran? No, okay. It was from some construction workers or something like that.
Some guys.
But we won't give you the bottoms because we're not done looking. So Craig was having a tough time. I felt bad for him.
He couldn't find anything in his size.
He's kind of large.
So then they were like, all right, let's try to find like a dry cleaner. No, not a dry cleaner, like a laundromat.
Right.
So we can catch people washing their clothes.
They stumbled upon the actual dry cleaner that they took their clothes to.
Yeah.
And they got all their clothes out. So, since Clay and Mark didn't participate, they weren't allowed into the restaurant for the dinner reservation.
I believe that meant they couldn't eat dinner.
Nah, they ate.
I mean, like, with everyone else and stuff.
No, they did, because they went to a different place afterwards.
That wasn't the same day, I don't think.
Oh, okay. I guess they went hungry. Maybe they had to go beg for some food, too.
Maybe.
Or maybe they just ate the fruit from the first challenge. Anyhow, they added $40,000 to the pot. So
everyone made it except for Clay and Mark.
$129,000. Mm-hmm. So, the address to the dry cleaners was right on the cards they gave him at the beginning of the mission.
Yeah.
Duh.
It was a secret code.
It was Roman numerals.
So then they had another dinner. I don't know when it was in real time. But, yeah. And then after dinner, they were going to have the quiz.
You know, is the mole male or female?
Yeah. But at dinner...
there was some insults flying around.
It was nasty. Paul and Mark were fighting, and then Paul was fighting with everyone. Like, everyone.
The topic was, what's more important, friendship and dignity or the money?
And then he was like, oh, you shouldn't be saying anything. It was crazy.
Yeah. So, Nicole, in that melee, tried to apologize to Paul, and he wasn't having any of it. Right. He's got her number. He knows that she is a total F-nut.
So then it was quiz time, and there's no exemptions this week, so everyone is up for execution.
That's right. But John Kelly, that sneaky snake, who wants to take $20,000 to bow out of the game?
What?
I know. Everybody thought about it, but nobody took it.
Mm-hmm. So then he named a few safe people, and he's like, all right, I'm bringing it back out, and I'm raising it.
$30,000. I will.
Yeah, Allie.
Yeah, she took the money. So I thought nobody else was going home that week, and then he's like, let's continue the execution.
I think that was a smart move.
I think so too.
Even though she was safe. What are the chances you're going to win, but still, like the experience, you're going to miss out on that.
Right. So, by the way, she was safe, but she's gone now. So, Bobby was eliminated in the end. Guess he's not the mole.
I really didn't think he was. Yeah, it would have been too obvious.
I guess he's just really sickly. I think he needs to get on an exercise program and a better diet.
Somebody actually told him, you don't need clothes, you need food, when he was asking for clothes.
They should have given him both. That little F-nut.
Yeah.
Okay, keep your notes, kids, because next week we're going to be back with more mole. Till then, much love.